anything and everything combined of all the time. Begin to rip the thoughts right out the sky. I'm flying. I'm so high.
Work forever.
Just keep an eye on the green light. That's it.
And we are on episode 20-something.
I think 24.
24. Jeez.
I think.
The C3 podcast might be 25.
We just did Michael Jordan.
We stopped counting. I'm Bert.
I'm Balls.
And
What up?
we are missing Kenny today. Hopefully he'll be back with us next week.
Yep.
We got a little couple plans for a little Christmas drink that we're making.
Yes, that should be fun. We're not going to do one today.
We're not going to do one today.
We have adult shit to do today.
Things to do. I got to work, so we can't smoke. We can't drink.
I'm not going to the doctor's office all fucked up. Hi.
Hi, you want to test my blood? It's
Probably
thin.
Probably get institutionalized.
You won't get him to stop bleeding. Stop the bleeding. All right. So the FTX saga continues. We had BitBoy Crypto go down to the Bahamas.
Yes.
Try to get an interview. Of course, he didn't get very far. They have handlers.
They're not going to.
The dude's still not arrested. He's still not going to fucking jail.
There was a picture that came out, and that's the thing. I mean, this is a photo. Who knows if it's real or not? But there's a photo apparently of the I forget what's his girlfriend's name.
I don't know. I'm
that
terrible
fucking
with
troll
names,
looking bitch. She was spotted in New York at like a coffee shop in New York or something. And she's supposed to be in Hong Kong. That's what I'm saying, man. These motherfuckers are all in these places where like it's kind of
they're like nothing. They're like nothing ever happened.
Nope.
They didn't just fucking smuggle money. And then this dude is so intelligent, right? This guy, SBF, right? And then he kind of gave like a half-ass interview where he just acted like he didn't know shit. Like
wasn't he on like a?
You were on the committee, right? Like he was in front of Congress, fucking explaining shit to people. Like this dude is not dumb. I refuse to fucking hear that he deserves a second chance. I refuse to hear that he fucking didn't know what was going on. He's fucking well aware, man. When you're the expert, they're not gonna fucking throw you on top of this multi-billion-dollar fucking exchange when you don't know what you're talking about.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's bullshit. I do not believe it.
No. And he's being protected. I mean, it's so evident right now that he's being protected by political ties.
Yes.
And that's insane to me.
Yeah.
So it pretty much just sums up.
Yeah, he gave a fucking crazy amount of money to the Democratic campaign.
Mm-hmm. $57 million. Was it 57 million? 47 million.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not your money, I guess you don't give a fuck. But I'm glad I wasn't on FTX.
No,
you weren't on FTX.
No.
I deleted the app from my phone.
Yep, you too.
Just in case I don't need any motherfucking. Oh, and tell them about what happened to you with TD Bank and Coinbase.
Oh yeah, so I went on. So I every month I dollar cost average into the market, and I went on to my Coinbase account, and it popped. So it's crazy. I popped up. I put in. I was buying some Algorand this month, and I popped on. No financial advice. I popped on. Went to Algorand with the trade. Went to buy Algorand with cash. Boom, hit it, and my bank account popped up, and then it just disappeared. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, that's weird. So I went back, closed it out, went back in, did it again, and it said, oops, something went wrong. I kept saying that, oops, something went wrong. Oops, something went wrong. I'm like, this is fucking weird. I'm thinking maybe it was on the app's end. So I go into my settings, and it shows you like your account settings and everything. Yeah. And it usually has your bank account there. It's just gone. I'm thinking the worst. I'm like, dude, I hope my fucking bank account didn't get hacked somehow through this.
Yeah.
So I immediately go into my bank account. Everything's fine. I'm like, all right, cool. Not worried about that. Then I go back on. I'm like, there's got to be a glitch somewhere. Like, why isn't this happening?
Something's going on.
Yeah. So I recently decided I was going to switch from TD to Wells Fargo anyway because TD Bank's a piece of shit, and rightfully so because I went right into my all I did was link my Wells Fargo account and instantly everything was fine. So
TD Bank themselves,
I think that they pulled
your account.
And because remember, Crypto Mason was talking about he tried to buy. He was denied. He wasn't allowed to buy HBAR through his TD account.
So
the bank wouldn't allow it.
So you think they're doing this as a protection to you? I mean, I know you don't care about that because you're an adult.
Exactly.
You should be able to do whatever you want with your money.
even if they are doing it in your best interest, fuck yourself, dude. You're not my motherfucking dad, dude.
You're not my dad.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a grown fucking man. I want to spend my money the way I want to spend it. And this is just another reason why crypto is so important.
Yes.
Because
man.
you are your own custodian. Just you don't have some other third party telling you how you can and can't spend your money.
Dude,
It's insane.
It just makes everything that goes wrong makes it better in case.
Yep.
For fucking crypto, man. And I'm just surprised that the adoption is so stagnant right now. Like, I mean,
It is, but it isn't.
The money's staying in crypto, which is cool.
Yes.
But as far as like mass adoption, like they're really trying to scare people with this, man. Like having these crazy things happen around, you know, like, oh, your money's gonna get stolen or your money's gonna get. I mean, you can lose your money in fucking stocks,
in anything.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, I mean, you got to look at it like you still like you're like obviously like this is an investment. This isn't someplace you're just gonna keep your money and just hold it and it's not gonna go anywhere. But if you really think about it, I feel better. I'm not gonna lie. I 100% feel better about having my money in crypto right now than I do in a fucking bank.
Yeah.
Because I already know, like, look at that. Look at the way inflation. Like, your money is losing 7% a fucking year.
Nobody else has access to it but you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have it in your cold storage. You're fucking keeping it there. Nobody can fucking let somebody lend it. You know what I mean? You know how banks do. They tell you to save your money when they don't save their own money. They just fucking lend it out.
Exactly.
So it's, I don't know. It's, you know, I can understand where they feel like maybe people as a whole, like in the United States, aren't responsible enough, and I agree with that to a certain point. I mean,
Either
we're not the smartest country on the planet, but you know, like I still don't think that you should tell me what to do.
No.
You know what I mean? Without telling you.
No.
Hey,
Like
or hey, send you an email. Hey, you know, TD Bank is no longer going to support any like crypto exchanges or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least fucking tell you. Don't just fucking take it off.
No, they don't care.
They don't care.
And
they hide behind the fact that they do care.
they make everything super difficult. Like, everything is difficult, and that is the reason why I'm leaving TD. I went in, we got an insurance check.
Mm-hmm.
I told you the story, but I'll tell you guys the story because it's fucking hilarious. So we had an insurance claim. We had a pipe burst in our house. Long story. It was a lot of fucking money. And they had to send us 2 different checks. One, the big check, they accepted. Like, we had to jump through all these hoops to get it done, but we accepted because they had 2 names on the check, and they had the bank. So our mortgage is through Wells Fargo,
yeah.
Right? And like, oh, you need to fill out this form, blah blah blah. Like, all right, cool. Come back with the other check. I'm like, yo, I need that form. And the lady, she must have been a supervisor. She was behind it. She's like, what's this? What kind of check is it? Like, not even the lady I'm talking to. This a different lady's like, what kind of check is it? I was like, oh, it's an insurance check. She's like, oh, we can't do that. I'm like, so I just can't cash this check? She's like, you have to get it made out to a different name then, like without the bank on it. And I'm like, what?
It was the same exact. The check was the same exact way as the first.
Yes,
check?
The exact same way.
Jesus.
And I was like, that. But we did this before. She's like, yeah, we don't do that. She's like, well, whoever did that shouldn't have done it. I'm like, well, can I talk to them? Can we figure this out so I can talk to them and make this happen? I'm like, because this is insane.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm like, we already did this. She's like, and I said to her, I was like, dude, the insurance company is not going to make this check out to anyone else. She's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, so I'm just fucked. I can't put my money in my bank account. And she's like, you can talk to the branch manager. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, that'd be great. Can I talk to them? She's like, he's over there talking on the phone, and just walked away. And I was just standing there like,
Jesus.
Okay. I think she didn't like the fact that I said, so I'm just fucked. I think she got mad because I said fucked.
Everybody's super sensitive with that shit.
But I mean, it's not like I said fuck you. Like, I was like, so I'm fucked. I just want to make sure I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Right. I guess maybe she didn't like my language. Whatever. That's the only thing I can kind of. But the way that she like cried about it and walked away and just never came back. And I'm just standing there, and everybody in the line was even like,
"Jeez."
I was like, you know what? And I was just like, you know what? And I turned to the lady who was like, she's like, I'm sorry, this and that. I'm like, no, it's cool. I'm like, I'll be back in a couple of days to close out my accounts. It's cool. Thank you. And she's like, she don't give a fuck.
No, she doesn't care.
Like, that's like me, someone being
care.
like, I don't want this drink anymore. All right, bye.
Yeah,
cool. I really don't give a fuck. It's fine with me. But they just make everything difficult for no other reason than they can.
Access your own money.
My money.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So
I've hated them forever. I went to TD Bank. They have an ATM where they deposit cash, right? And I don't remember the exact amounts, but I had like it was like $405 that I'm putting in, and it spits out $100 bill and a $5 bill. So it was exactly 300 that it took, right?
Mhm.
Then they gave me credit for only 120 of it. So I go back and I'm like, listen, it malfunctioned. It said it malfunctioned. It spit out $100 bill and a $5 bill, but it kept 300, and it only gave me credit for 120 or something like that, right? So they had me fill out this whole form. It goes through whatever, goes through all these chains, and they're like, yeah, we didn't find any errors. And I'm like, the fucking ATM itself said there's been an error. So they stole $180 from me for like, basically. I mean, not basically, they did. So I immediately put everything into Bank of America, and I got out of TD Bank. I don't have anything to do with TD Bank anymore. And I know it's $180, dude. Like, why would I lie about
$180
such a shitty amount of money?
yeah, I really need that
I
180
really need that
bucks.
$180 from you guys.
The fuck are you really gonna do with $180?
Fuck that, man. I never. TD Bank, never. I don't care.
No, they
Those are
fucking
my personal experiences. His personal experience.
They suck.
They suck.
Nutsacks.
So, like we said earlier, we're not gonna drink and smoke today because we have shit to do.
I don't want to go to the
You
doctor.
kind of want to smoke. I don't. But I gotta work. He's gotta go to the doctor. We got a big convention in this week. I need to be sharp.
Oh yeah, we do have a big convention.
So what happened in anything interesting? My bad.
I told you to write the one thing down.
I know.
What was it?
I completely forgot. But there's always a lot of people acting up. Last week we had the mango juice guy.
Yes, man, mango juice guy.
This week we weren't. I mean, we were so slow. Like I can't really.
I had this old couple. They were really funny because they were sitting there, and like something happened. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. It was kind of fucking hilarious. And like the person left. Oh, dude, I remember now. Now I remember.
Cognitive decline.
Cognitive decline, man. It's coming back to me.
It's our hashtag.
So this dude with like 3 teeth comes up to the bar, and
He's missing all the crucial teeth.
yeah, he's trying to smoke. He's trying to light a cigarette. I was like, hey man, I'm like, you can't smoke in here. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't know how more clear I can be. I'm like, you can't smoke in here. I'm like, I mean, you can't smoke in here.
I always say that. But like, is it my accent? I don't know how else to explain it to you that you can't smoke in here anymore.
Anymore, yeah. And that's what I said. I said anymore. I can't smoke in here anymore.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, I'm like, you can't smoke here. Like, it is what it is. He's like, can I get a? And then, right away, he's like, well, can I have a Bud Light? Can I at least do that in here, like that? And I was like, I just looked at him like, really? I'm like, yes, you can have a Bud Light. I'm like, but come on, man, seriously. And I go back, I get the Bud Light, I come back. Meanwhile, right, I'm in the process of
making drinks
for other people, right? So I make 3 or 4 drinks, drop them off because they order already. Then I go and grab his Bud Light, put it in front of him. I'm like, that's $8. He's like, all right, cool. He's also standing in that corner spot between the 2 machines, two machines, not in front of a machine. Yeah. $8, he pays for it. I walk around, I start making some more drinks. He's like, hey buddy, come here. What's up? He's like, what if I have a player's card? I'm like, I got one too. I'm like, okay. Like, did you want to use comps or like what would you like to do? He's like, no. What if I have a player's card? Is it free? I'm like, no. You would have to be like your player's card. Like your level of player's card really doesn't matter. It's whether you're playing or not. Actively gambling. I mean, he's like, well, how do you know I wasn't going to be gambling? I'm like, well, you're between 2 machines. You made no attempts in the time it took me to drop off all these drinks and give you your beer. And you paid for it. And you never said anything at that time. So I kind of assumed. He's like, well, you didn't ask me. And I was like, are you serious, dude? I'm like, listen, if it's that big, I'm like, you want to play? Play. I'm like, I'll refund your money. I really don't care. I'm like, I don't want to argue with you about this at all. Right? So he's like, no, this that. I'm like, no, I'm giving you your money back. So I go, I grab his money. I'm like, boom, there you go. I'm like, I grabbed his receipt, had to void it out, whole 9 yards. I was like, rang it up again. And he's like, oh, and he kept going to Shannon. He's like, oh, he's going to talk to that guy. I was like, no, I'm like, dude, I'm not talking to him. I'm like, I already know.
Waste our time.
Yeah, that's all he wanted to do. He wanted to just sit there and bullshit with me, right? And I'm like, dude, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm like, I'm not talking to him. So he follows me around. This is where the old couple was cool as shit. Right? So this old couple sitting there, and he comes around, and he says, "I thought I was at where we work."
Yeah.
Right. And I was like,
You are.
"You are." And like everyone's looking at me, and they're all looking at him, being like, "He's like, oh." He's like, "Well, why does my card say this?" Like the company that owns the building on it. I was like, "Because that's the company that owns the building." I'm like, "They have a lot of properties, and this is one card." He's like, "Oh." I just stands there. I'm like, "Is that it?"
What
What
are you trying to make?
Yeah, I'm like, "What are we trying to do here?" And I was like, "Dude," and like it was funny because he finally like he's like, "This place sucks," and I was like, "All right." I was like, "Okay," and so him and his boy who has even less teeth than him leave, and the old couple's like, "You must see a lot." It was so great.
I love the cosign of customers.
Yes.
Man. It's so great. It's like it's validation.
Yes.
Because they see the bullshit that we go through, and it's like fucking, it's like, yes, I have people on my side.
Yeah.
You know, what
They
I mean?
see it and they're like,
I don't
"Jesus."
do anything. Like people don't understand that this isn't. It doesn't mean the world to me. I mean, I love this job. I like that we don't, take home bullshit,
Yeah.
and we just go in there, and it's a kind of a party atmosphere, and people are supposed to have fun, and you kind of get to bust balls sometimes, and they bust your balls, and so a lot of people have, a good sense of humor, but when you fucking get that one person, and you know that you're not doing anything wrong or to evoke that kind of response, and then other people see it,
Yeah.
like the people that remember, they were like, "How do you make a dirty martini?" They wrote me the recipe. They wrote me the recipe on the receipt because this dude was like, "Do you know how to make a dirty martini?" I was like, "Yeah."
Probably figured it
had
out.
one. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 25 years old. But it's like I said, I love the validation of people.
Yeah.
Fucking do.
The funniest part was the dude, the older guy. He was like, "You could probably write a book with all the shit you see." It was like, funny you say that. We have a book. We had a book back here.
Yeah, we weren't. It was frowned upon.
It was frowned
by
upon.
our other associates.
'Cause all we would do is write down. Yeah, we write down all the
We
dumb
just
shit.
write down situations. Like it was. It was
Someone
great.
sees that.
If someone sees that, who cares?
You know who you are.
If someone sees that, everybody sees it. I mean, everybody goes through these same things. It's almost like a collective. Like if you see that you're not the only one dealing with these crazies, because we're not. I mean, there's tons of YouTube channels and other bartenders that tell you all. There's all kinds of like situations that all of us have dealt with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to see like, your people, like look what happened to this guy. Look what happened to look what happened to Scott. Look what happened to Will.
Yep.
When you see that, I thought it was a great idea, and then
I still think it's a great idea, but it's always the fucking downers. They want to fucking ruin the fun.
It is, man. It sucks. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know.
Fucking sucks. Because that was a great idea. Because now, like the other night when that fucking something happened, like write it down because I know my brain just
I forget. Like I have the notebook, and then I forgot to bring it down. You know what I mean? Like it's like
can't remember.
I try to write everything I can that happens because I don't remember. Cognitive decline.
That's
Again,
right.
It goes back to that.
Maybe I should ask my doctor about that today.
He's gonna suggest nootropics.
Oh, you heard on it?
You ever heard of Alpha Brain? So funny. Like I don't know, man. I hope it doesn't get any worse for me. Because I definitely have a hard time remembering anything.
Well, I'm definitely fucked. I already know this.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
But
I don't know,
hopefully,
your
that's what I'm
fear,
saying.
your fear is being scared.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't want to be a burden to other
I don't want to be scared.
I don't want to be a burden to other people. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
another
good
part
about
of it.
that.
You know,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
because if you're scared, you're probably a fucking pretty big burden.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. I really love my job. Sometimes there's a select few that make it really, really difficult.
Yeah, really. I mean, for what we do, like you said, like, you don't have to bring the work home
Oh,
unless you want to, which a lot of people do. They fucking bring it all home and they
oh,
fucking
no. I'm that. I don't want to say I'm a shitty employee because I do everything by the book. Like I don't. You know what I mean? I fucking follow.
Well, we
the
have to
rules.
in the corporate
Yeah,
environment.
well,
we're in.
I follow the rules and I do everything that I'm supposed to do, and I try not to break them for anybody. You know what I mean? But I keep my head down and go to work. Like I don't suggest to management things they should do. Like I'm over that shit. Because
I mean, if they're not
I
listening.
was told that it would be just there was a higher up that asked me to if we needed anything. And I was told that it'd be just a conversation between her and I. And it didn't work out that way. And I was like, never again. I'm never suggesting anything. And almost 99% of that shit's still
Oh yeah,
untouched.
hold on. We got a new cooler.
That was clutch, man. You know what I mean? I mean, what sucks is they replaced the one that worked.
Yeah, makes sense.
The one that gave us the least amount of problems in the whole 20 years.
The only thing that was wrong with it was the doors didn't work.
They replaced it, and then the other two were.
But Jesus had the he always had the solution to it. Like he would wipe down the slides.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. But you have to do it every 3 hours or every 2 hours. Like, who's going to keep up with that? Because once they dried out, the same thing kept happening.
Yeah.
Just stopped. Like, almost ripped the fucking nail off and shit, trying to, because you're trying to move fast. You know what I mean? You're trying to fucking keep up. You know what I mean? But there's so much shit that did I talk about when speaking of Jesus, did we talk about when that dude didn't want a solution? I talked about that, I think. Remember, he was like, we gave him, it was like Jesus served two people at the same time, right? So he charged them both the same amount of money, which is a mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the guy caught it. And he was like, hey, I only ordered this, and that. So Jesus was like, Will, come over here. So I checked the receipt and I was like, oh shit. He served two people. He overcharged you by $18. Here's your $18 back. Sorry, I apologize, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, just looking at his receipt and the $18. And I was like, if it helps, I'll buy you and your friends a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honest mistake.
Honest mistake. You know,
it was an honest mistake, and now you're gonna benefit.
And now you're gonna benefit. And he was like, it's just not right. It's just not right. And I was like, well, what would make you happy? Like, what do you want? Our jobs? Like, what do you want us fired? You want free rooms? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's the fucking, like, what's the what would make you happy? That somebody made a mistake.
It's that, dude. I'm telling you right now. There's this country, and a lot of people have this almost like this lawsuit mentality type of thing, where it's like everything I want to sue for everything because I need to benefit somehow from this fuck up.
Or get everything for nothing.
I either get a shit ton of money or get a shit ton of whatever, something out of it, even if it means you not being able to provide for your family.
Crazy.
It's crazy. It's a crazy thing, dude. I would never when that whole thing happened at TD Bank, I told the story to a few people and they're like, dude, you're gonna fucking are you gonna go bitch about her? I'm like, no, I don't fucking care. That's not how I roll, man. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna go fucking try to get this lady's job. No, I'm just gonna take my business away from her. That's it. That's the best thing I can do.
That's the best thing
I don't want to hurt her career or not make her be able to fucking pay her bills because she was a dick to me.
Yeah, you don't know her situation.
Who fucking cares? I really don't give a shit. Everyone is so fucking butthurt about shit.
They want to take it to the max, though. It's like they want these resolutions that don't make any sense. You know what I mean?
That really, at the end of the day, don't fucking really change anything.
One of our favorite comedians, Andrew Schultz, he was like, when I was a kid, I come home and say the teacher didn't like me. And my parents would be like, not everybody's going to like you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, now your kid comes home and you tell them that you want to get the teacher fired. You're going to get the teacher fired because my child is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a terrible way to fucking try to run this country, man. You know what I mean? We're losing.
It's just lazy.
It's so bad.
It's lazy. It's you don't want to actually work for anything. And I get it. If something bad fucking happens, you're like, listen, I'm all about suing fucking corporations and fuck them because they are kind of part of the reason why everything's so fucked up. And that you're not really able to feed your family because of the shit that they have done. So it's okay, fuck them. Who gives a shit? But when you're going after an individual person or a mom and pop type of fucking shop, dude, don't be a dick, man. These people are just like you. They're fucking scraping by, trying to fucking make shit happen for themselves in a fucking world that is stacked against them.
Yeah, no. One little example of that is it was one of the Tuesdays that you were on break, and I went to the bathroom real quick, and Barback's there. He's the one that can't bartend. Went to the bathroom real quick, dude. Literally 5 minutes, boom, in and out. I come back, and I'm like, Jesus, man, where were you and this and that? And I was like, well, oh, I had to use the bathroom. And he's like, can you just leave the bar?
No,
And
I
was
piss
like,
in the
I'm
sink.
fucking human, dude. Like, what are you talking about? And I go, I'm human. What are you talking about? You want to drink or not? Like, I'm fucking. I don't want to argue about this dumb ass shit with these.
You just
people,
leave
man.
the bar.
Yeah.
Would you like me to piss in the fucking sink or maybe in your beer? How about that? How about I piss in your drink?
It's stupid, man. I don't understand.
Oh
why
my
people
god, I
are
had to wait
so-
an entire 5 minutes.
I feel like we went backwards after COVID, man.
Dude, people
Oh, one of our coworkers got yelled at. Okay, we have high rollers and regulars and people that come in all the time, spend a lot of money. So let's say somebody calls and reserves a table. Put a little reserve sign up there. She put a bucket of waters. They always get bottles of water. She puts a bucket of bottles of water and a reserve sign. Somebody takes the reserve sign down, sits, and starts drinking the waters. And then she goes, listen, the reserve sign is for somebody who reserved the table. You know, they paid for this. And the lady goes, take it down a notch. Like if she's saying something ridiculous to them, take it down a notch. Like she's overreacting. Why are you how am I overreacting?
make
I
her pay for
have
the water.
people that are, yeah, she did. But
Awesome.
I'm just saying, like, it's like, you know, you have no consideration for people that are just doing their job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's just trying to provide a service for someone that is paying for that service. And you think, oh, well, nobody's there yet, so let me sit. Like, but you didn't just do that. You took the sign down and you started drinking the waters.
Yeah, like you didn't know what that reserve sign meant,
Yes, like it's like,
or that that bottles of water are just free everywhere.
and then you say something and you're the asshole.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
It is amazing, and it's fucking bothering the shit out of me. I don't know, man.
People are just entitled, man. Like they
Yeah, they
are.
go out and they're fucking consumed with this fucking. I'm gonna be served and
that they're the most important thing that ever happened. Like especially and we go over it all the time. Like in these busy bars, man. Like dude, you're not the shit.
You're not the most important person in the world.
No,
and you're not the only person in the world.
No.
And I say that shit to people all the time where they're like waving us down and like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you're the only one here. And then they're like, oh, my bad. Like, yeah,
we
you're
see you,
acting
man.
like a little kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and it's always like a question or a glass of water.
I just need.
Yeah. What's your favorite line?
I just need.
You just need to wait.
Yeah.
That's it. Like when you go to busy bars, you wait. Like there's no way around it.
Well, that's the funniest thing about
and
it.
When things let out, like, you let a show lets out, there's probably 50 people that are going to walk in the bar at the same exact time. One of you is going to wait. One of you is going to be like, oh shit, I got served first.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're going to be like, yeah, oh, I didn't wait at all. That's right. But guess what? Me serving you and serving them is going to cause people to wait.
And there's no line. You know what I mean? So it's not like there's some kind of any kind of order to this.
No, they just
like all
belly
we can do is just kind of look around, see who's making
scan
eye
the
contact, see who's the most ready, because that's who we go to. The person who is most ready is the person who and sometimes people are fronting like they're ready and they ain't.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially when they're waving you down. When
Yeah.
they're waving you down, they're like, all right, what does everybody want? I'm like, oh
What?
my God. I was like, listen, get like 3 drinks together. And then I don't mind. Like if you have a huge party, I don't expect you to remember 12 drinks. Get like 3. Be like, hey, bartender, we need 3 of these. I'm going to grab everybody else. Okay. That wouldn't piss me off.
Yeah.
I don't need 12 people to be ready at the same time. I mean, I can't get 5 people to do, you know what I mean, be on the same page. Let alone, you know what I mean, when you're trying to entertain or you have a business and you have these clients that you're trying to entertain or whatever the case is. It's like, and then you get mad at us.
Yeah.
Like we're making you look bad or something. Like if
Well, that's really
if
what
they're
it
any
is.
kind of human, they know when you go out, there's other people out there and you wait.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Is that like especially at the convention stuff? Is like because you get the people who are trying to like flex and fucking like make people look fucking like a big shot in front of. And the funniest part about it is like half the time that I feel like that backfires. You know what I mean? Like because like you get these kids like and it's always like the young like hungry kids who are like trying to fucking be a big shot, and they're trying to be a big shot in front of a dude like usually an older male. You know what I mean? And it ends up backfiring because they end up being ignorant and fucking stupid to the bartender, and they look like a fucking asshole.
It's not the place to flex.
No.
You know what I mean? It's the place to be nice, be calm. You know what I mean?
And have everything together. You know what would really impress me if I was a fucking, like, you know what I mean, is that a young kid was like, got the entire fucking order, fucking rattled it off to the fucking bartender, had the fucking money ready, and was like, thank you very much, and left a nice fucking tip. And was super cordial. Because, dude, if you conduct yourself like this,
you command more respect from these people.
Yeah.
I would think.
That would be the most impressive thing, I think, too. Like some kind of guy who like is like some kind of high powered fucking guy, not talking down to fucking people, you know,
Exactly.
and being a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, dudes do that shit too with girls. Like they want to fucking treat you like shit in front of the girls.
Oh, they get made real stupid.
If you like a dude like that, fuck you. You deserve a dude like that. Like fuck that. Like you're gonna treat the server like shit to impress a girl?
Yeah,
it's so fucking lame, and it happens more and more. These young people, you know what I mean? Like
and they get checked more and more.
Yeah, you gotta
harder.
Gotta let them know. You know what I mean? Like, listen, man, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Like,
I don't know where you go, but it ain't here.
I don't know where you go, but go there. Leave us alone.
I've said that. That's like my line when people start talking to you like shit. I'm like, I don't know where you go, where you talk to people like shit, but it ain't here and it ain't me.
No,
I'm like, fuck you.
I don't say fuck you. Another where do people go is like, this lady comes and she orders 4 vodka sodas, 4 double Tito's sodas, like that, to go, plastic cups, 4 double Tito soda, easy, boom, right? So it's what, $96?
Yeah.
It's $96. She had a $20 bill in her hand, and then is like, oh my god, like, you had $20 for 4 doubles?
Where do you go?
Where do you go?
Where do you go?
4 drinks that aren't doubles.
You can't get that shit at Fridays, son.
You can't get it anywhere.
Doubles.
Anywhere. It's crazy. And then what do you
can get 4 singles at a local bar.
And you're surprised.
For $20.
I want to go to Michigan. These people she was from Michigan. I want to go there and be like, look, I need to find one of these dives.
Yeah.
That charge $5 a drink.
Well, I had that dude from LA. That dude Dakota. He's a monster. He's a bodyguard from LA. Yeah. And he was like, he's originally from Atlantic City. They were here for like, Thanksgiving and everything. Mm-hmm. And he ordered, I think it was like 8, it was 4 drinks, 4 Casamigos drinks, and then 4 shots of Casamigos. And I handed him the bill. And he was like, that's it? I was like, is that good? He's like, dude, I live out in LA. He's like, this would have been like $300. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, no. He's like, this. He's like, that's all it costs? Yeah. And now I was like, I'm like, just so you guys know, if you want to gamble, like I can, if you guys want to play the machines and stuff, like I can comp it while you guys are gambling. Like it's 1 drink per machine. Mm-hmm. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude, it's like that. He's like, this place is amazing.
That's what I'm saying.
It was cool as shit.
Appreciate.
Super happy about everything. Then he came in the last night, like we were bullshitting talking.
Yeah, he came in the next night.
Yeah, because he was going to the club. Uh-huh. I was like, listen, I'll call my old manager up. I'll get you in. Put you on the list. Couldn't fucking believe that either. He was like, dude, like just the nicest dude, like, and this dude probably made shit tons of money. Yeah. I mean, he showed me pictures of him and Caitlyn Jenner. Like he was, I guess, like because he does like private contract work for like bodyguard, all kinds of celebrities. Like, dude, I'm like, no way. That's pretty cool. But yeah, just like this like super nice dude. The whole crew was like very like they're like kind of like our age, so
Yeah, it's so crazy to get people at 2 ends of the spectrum like that. You know what I mean? You get a guy that's super impressed by the same service that this guy fucking complains about. Yeah. This dude's super impressed. This one fucking hates life. Yeah. He wants to make your life miserable. But for the most part, we have a pretty good job.
Yeah, I ain't complaining.
No.
I am complaining. I'm just complaining about the people. I ain't complaining about the money.
We need to vent somewhere. Yeah. That's why we have this going on. But
send us your vents.
Send us your
vents. You want
vents.
to vent, come on the show. Yeah. No one's watching anyway.
All 43 of you can submit your questions. Probably like our parents or cousins.
My mom doesn't know about this shit. I don't want to see her. I don't want my mom seeing me smoke weed.
Oh, I don't tell anybody about. I like my aunts or my mom or whatever. I don't tell her about this stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want her to.
Like, you do drugs.
You do drugs.
You drugs, Danny.
On television.
Every day. On television.
All right, so we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
It's good for the podcast. We miss Kenny. Hopefully next week
we'll have a.
He'll be in.
Is next week?
No. On the 19th is when we're doing.
We got that's right. Okay.
The fun video.
Yes.
And I hope you guys enjoy it. We got some pretty cool things happening. I'm gonna be making some coquito for the rest of the staff here at C3 Podcast.
It's about that time.
That's it for episode 24, you said?
24, yeah.
We're on episode 24.
Yep.
That's it. We'll see you guys next time. All right?
Holler.
Deuces.
Put a little more snap in it. Put a little more snap in it. Pow. Put a little more snap in it. Pow. What does freedom really mean?